Okay, so happy Taco Tuesday. I am coming to you live from my living room. No, but for real, I had a message, a download yesterday, and I wanted to speak on it because I think it's very important, especially for women. Men, mm, men are different, but with women especially, because a lot of times we don't live out our dreams because there's so much judgment around things that we might want to do. Oh, it's not, it's not ladylike, or it's not accepted, and you're a whore and all this other stuff. So anyway, so I know I just went straight there. So anyway, but when you actually deny yourself your true self, you disassociate yourself. And when you practice that daily, disassociating yourself from your true self, your brain um, is trained in that way. And eventually, you start disassociating from life. And I believe that leads to what's known as um, dementia, Alzheimer's, things like that, because you never lived in your truth. You never, you always had to suppress it or put it to the side, or, you know, basically uh, disassociate from it. You're actually disassociating from the core of who you are, which makes sense that you would have memory loss, or seemingly memory loss. It's not really memory loss, you're just disconnected. But over time, it's going as a practice event in your brain, it's going to look like memory loss, and eventually you just disassociate and disconnect from society, and it looks like Alzheimer's, and that's it, and you never live your fulfilled real life. And I see it all the time, and I'm just like, even if you have to go against the grain, you have to be who you truly are. You cannot live for society. I'm sorry, you just can't. You just can't if it's not in your core. Now, if you're a team player, that naturally, hey, whatever, that's cool, and you can do that. But there are a lot of seeds that are here on the earth now that are not with society, because the society is meant to change into something else. So you have a lot of people here that are incarnated that are not um they're going against the grain, naturally, because that's who they are naturally. So with that being said, the twerk revolution and all of these various things are um should be applauded, especially if that's like like the core. If you came here to do women empowerment, and part of that is owning your sexuality and owning your body, and practicing the sexuality and practicing various things, tantra and breathing techniques and different things like that, then you have to do that. I mean, you just have to do it. Like, you cannot deny yourself, you know. But anyway, I had wrote down the download because it was a download that I received yesterday. I don't know if I want to read it, but anyway, I guess I'll read the last part. In a nutshell, there is a part of yourself that you are denying. And I think it's more so for women than it is for men. Men usually don't have an issue denying their, sexuality and um things like that, but women do, because it's just not ladylike to be sexual. So anyway, but this goes with all things, not just sexuality. It could be anything that's goes against the grain. So um yeah, I think that memory loss or dementia comes with not living in your truth, because when you don't, some part of you becomes disassociated with the aspect of reality that you don't adhere to naturally, but you are just tolerating it at this point. So a lot of people just tolerate living not in their truth. They just tolerate it. And over time, you're not lighting up aspects of the brain that keep you like inspired. So then it things atrophy and you just become like disconnected and you just become tired after a while and then you just die. So I mean, who want to live like that? I don't. And when you practice that action in your brain long enough, the brain starts to dissociate naturally because you're training your brain to be disconnected. And very easily because it was a practiced event. You have to live in your truth, even if it goes against the grain. So that's my TED talk, as they say, of the day. Um, yeah, that's it. Toodles.